let's welcome to the stage Catherine Malcolm, the one and only jerk machine. How are you doing, Catherine?
I'm great, Melissa. This is so great. Good to be
Oh,
here.
thank you so much. Looking so cool with those glasses. Um, I see that you've put in founder of Jerk Machine and Portabella. Tell us, number one, I think everybody has heard of Jerk Machine. How long has it been running for?
Oh my goodness. Since 1989, we've been in business in Lauderhill. So
Wow.
it's funny. Somebody said to me, "Do you know that you were the 31st company that opened in Lauderhill?" I mean, that's something amazing, you know?
That's good to know. That's a good fact for that's a good fact for Lauderhill, the
Exactly.
31st.
Yeah.
And quickly, briefly, tell us what is Portabella as well.
So Portabella is my nonprofit organization. It's a foundation. It's really there to support youth, to train them how to become entrepreneurs and how to build themselves, know themselves as great. This is really what it is. I'm looking to build up the wealth and the well-being of our communities. Not only just Lauderhill. I mean, Lauderhill is my home
Yeah.
community, but it's all the surrounding communities that where we are, where we live, where we play.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know where Winsome is if she's planning to be here, but
Yeah, she said she would try to get on, but
okay.
she asked me to step in because
All
I know
right.
she has queen mode. So I'm here to talk about that as well.
Exactly. Because I can't start anything without first starting with Jerk Machine. But you have been so hot, so giving in the community for so many years. Tell us about your program that you do every Saturday, your the feeding program. Tell us about that.
Yes, so this is great. We do a homeless feeding. And it's funny, it started out where we were just preparing meals and giving them out to people just in Lauderhill because it was just such a huge amount, especially during COVID. It just seemed like
Oh,
people were coming out of the woodwork. You know, people were hungry. And what I was noticing, which I didn't notice before, was there were so many children, like
oh,
lots of children that are not having any food. So anyway, which is so great. Winston's my good friend for 20 something years. And, she came in and said, "Can I help you?" And then we started doing the feedings down in downtown Fort Lauderdale. And then we went to North Lauderdale and we've gone out of town. We've gone to Tampa. We've gone to, oh my goodness, so many cities, Miami. And like the need is there, right? So
wow.
and we now have people who are also coming in and partnering with us, like the Jamaica Women of Florida. They
Okay.
and worked with us one weekend. So we're inviting people to come because we always need the help.
Yes.
Friends make the work lighter. It does. So
Right. And what is the best way if people do want to help? So now you don't necessarily give out the locations. Is that right? How do
no,
people?
we don't give at the location. No, we just what we do is we prepare the food at the location, and then the people who are coming to assist us, they come and we share it out. So there's such great camaraderie that goes on.
Yes.
We have a little sharing out party, and then from there we then take it in cars and distribute. And we have usually
Oh,
know our locations where we're going.
yes.
Downtown Fort Lauderdale seems to be one of the biggest places that people request. And when we're coming, it's like they know we're coming. They
Right.
run after the cars. And what hurts me more than anything else is when we do come to our last, and you see the last set of people coming and running. The desperation is like they saw other people and now they're coming for something, and that we have
Right.
more. And it doesn't matter. So if we take 200 meals, it's never enough. We take 250, it's never enough. We take 400.
Wow. That's so interesting.
So, so what is, and I always say, like, we're not connecting our dots properly because I know that there are enough people in
Mhm,
our communities that can support people that don't have food. So,
mhm.
so we can do something that makes the balance a little better, right? So, and that's just,
You've been doing this for a long time, and
oh my God.
go to the same you go to the same place, but you know, are people like expecting you to come to this
Well,
space?
a lot of the times it's near the bus terminal downtown Fort Lauderdale or by the library. So it's not always the same people. But
Okay.
once we pull up and we establish that we're going to be there, then
Yeah.
then people do come. And we also do it at churches. We do
Oh,
it, and so those are very organized. So the
yes.
churches already have told people that we're coming, and so we're
Got
coming
you.
with an organized. So
All right.
and schools, we've done it at some
Oh,
schools
at
where,
schools too?
yeah, like at the end of a school year, we might do something where we give the kids for their families, and so it becomes like a giving. It's really good. And yeah, this started not just now. This When I came to Florida in 1989, I used to go down to the beach, and there was a gentleman that was doing the giving of food on the beach. God, I think his name was Howard or John. I don't remember his name, but I do have pictures of him. And I used to take my children, and they would be like, "Mom, why we are here on Christmas Day?" And I would just like, because like we can do something, and we did it so many years until it became like part of like what our dynamic was. So
The tradition.
Yeah, I do love
You
it.
have a big heart. You have a heart for this. I mean, where do you think that comes from?
It comes from my dad. I know, my sure. When I was a kid, he would take us. He was part of Kiwanis.
Okay.
Yeah, he would take us on trips in Jamaica, and that's what we did on the weekends. And we would take food for people in the communities that didn't have enough. And he would encourage other friends, and he would just say, "Let's go and just bring what you have." And just it was just really, and it was an amazing time because it was, as I said, it was a friendship that was being built with other people, and the communities were being expanded by just having relationships with people in the community.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Fantasy Folly, that's awesome. Thank you for your service to the community, says Fantasy. Guys, drop us some love in the chat room, because I don't know why you're all so quiet right now. Everybody must be glued to their screens. But here's the biggest question, though: where does the funds come from for this?
Oh,
Everything. Where,
it doesn't come. It comes very meagerly, right? And we're glad for that which we get. So Winsome also is such, like, I love being around her because her giving spirit allows my spirit to be bigger. So her spirit is, sometimes I wonder, like, I can't believe that there's somebody that is like that in the world. And she says, "But you're like that." I'm just like, "Oh, you're so
you met your match there."
So it's really good.
So that leads us to really talk about the event, Queen Mode. Oh, here's that Winsome sending me a text. Let me know, guys, in the chat if you're hearing an echo or not. Let me see what Winsome is saying. Oh boy. Okay. I'm driving, so Catherine. Okay.
Yeah, man, I got it.
Tell us about this event.
So Queen Mode, this is our second year. So this is Winsome's dream child, or Queen Mode. Yeah, it was a case where, we wanted to celebrate women in the community, especially those who give, right? And just give a lot, and are not necessarily out there in the open and people recognizing them, like looking for people who are like doing it quietly in the shadows. And so last year we celebrated, I think, 11 women who we give of themselves, and this year we're doing, I think, 14, right? So it's amazing women, and I don't want to share who those women are. If Winsome wants to come on and say who they are, I do say that, come on out. The event is next week, Friday, November the 3rd at 7 p.m. And we're going to have, the John Canoe Band and all that. It's just a really explosive occasion. I have a great time when I'm there, and people do have a wonderful time. The tickets are $150. If you want to purchase through Jerk Machine, you can get it for $130. So, if you
yes. So let me just emphasize that if you get your ticket, if you go to the Jerk Machine, you get it for $130, and also mention Lauderhill TV. That's the thing, right? You got to mention Lauderhill TV to get that discount. And remember, this is a fundraiser, so don't let the price. Don't think it's a price, but think of it as a you're giving to this cause. To these hungry people, you're giving to the work that these guys are doing each and every week. Every week, Vincent sends a text saying, "Can you come help?" And usually, I have so many things doing with Lauderhill TV that I can't. But I will come out there one of these days.
I want to say that when people that come to help, they leave expanded, and they leave being moved by like how we can do something. They're left that way. So if you've never done it, then it's an opportunity for you to step inside of your own self and just like get outside of your own comfort zone, because that's where we live. We live in our comfort zone, and we live in our like boxes, and we don't need to see what's out there because it can disturb us. But it's an opportunity to see it and be with it and feel it and just get to change it, because it doesn't make sense we're quiet and do nothing. Let's do something.
do
right?
something. And I love what you say here. The Distinguished and Esteemed Award, Women Working in the Shadows. Women working in the shadows. That's people like yourself, Catherine Malcolm. That's people like Winsome who are working in the shadows. Will be presented to 10 awesome women. I think you've expanded that, right?
Yes.
Who are impacting lives selflessly. Queens, we honor you for who you are and what you do for humanity. And you have a great lineup of entertainers and hosts, co-hosts and everything. Musical, the DJ is a woman too. So it's a lineup of women who are running this thing, right?
Yes, women, lots of women there. And then what it is we're also looking for the legacy part of it this time as well. So like bringing our daughters so that they
Oh,
also get to see, like
yes.
this is who we are as women. Women are responsible for this world. We get to change it. We get to move it. We've always been in charge, but hey,
Yes, yes, yes.
it's just a case now where we can settle the world. The world
Looks
needs
like
some settling.
Looks like we have a volunteer here. Fantasy Folly says, "I'd love to volunteer with you." So we'll have to figure this out. I like that, says Novelty. So
Wonderful.
be a part of something that's good. Be a part of something that is wholesome and beautiful. Let's just give the address one more time. Where this is all happening?
Okay, so this is going to be held at the Pembroke Lakes Community Club, which is down at 10500 Taft Street in Pembroke Pines.
Mhm.
All right, so that's where it's going to be, and we're going to be, advertising it in the store and all over the place, so on the internet, on Facebook. So just come check us out, and I think tickets are available. Did Vincent say where the tickets were available? I'm not.
Yeah, the tickets, which at the bottom of the flyer here, it says tickets from Winsome. Her numbers here. Just take a picture, you guys. Janet Mastin,
Minutes. Mm-hmm.
Catherine, and also the Queen Ma.
Okay.
So there's a bunch of numbers. And also, if you want to make a donation, I asked Winsome earlier, and she said to email help@aidingaids.com. Help
Yeah.
at aidingaids.com.
Yes.
If anybody wants to
Yeah.
donate. And
Yes.
if you want to get that, if let me just drop that in the chat here, guys. It's help at
Aiding aid.
aidingaids.com.
Yeah.
Make sure I've spelled that correctly. All right.
Yeah.
So feel free to donate if you just want to do that too.
Mhm.
Any final words, Catherine?
So, again, it's great when we as a community can come together and do things together and support each other. The more that we do that, the energy level continues to lift. It doesn't allow us to stay in that space that brings us down the rabbit hole. So
Mhm.
let's keep moving up and bring everyone as you're going up, keep going up and having others join and be part of what's beautiful and wonderful in the world. The world is beautiful, even the ugly parts, even the ugly parts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Catherine Malcolm, I've been meaning to have you here for a long, long, long time. We finally have this event which has brought you in. I thank you for making time. I know you're a busy, busy lady with your restaurant, with Portabella, with this event, with everything that's going on. I really, really thank you and appreciate you.
And thank you, and all the best to you and your launch, and just wonderful blessings to you, Millissa. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Have a good night.
Night.